Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Peter back with another banger. You heard me? I'm back at the campus, and my classes only last for 2 more weeks. We're already halfway through the semester, and you know when you like you can see the finish line, but it's still a little while to go. That's the point I'm at right now. I could see the finish line, and I could feel it. Like, I could feel everybody cheering me on. I could feel the victory, but I ain't won yet. I ain't crossed the line yet. So I gotta keep on going. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not finna let up for nothing. That's exactly how I am on the treadmill when I run. You think about quitting almost every step you take. Like, dang, I could just stop right now and rest a little bit and then keep going. As soon as you stop your momentum, it kills everything. It kills all the energy you just put towards gaining that momentum. You kill it all. So why would you allow yourself to stop your momentum? Why would you kill your momentum when that's the only thing that's keeping you in the race? Keep adding. Don't take from yourself. Only add. That's where we at right now. That's where we at. We're adding to our lives. We're not taking away from. But when we do take away from, make sure it's something that is slowing you down. Like right now, I can say that I've been slowing myself down by allowing certain people and certain activities back into my life, especially when God added certain activities and certain people to my life to add and multiply to my life. I've been meeting beautiful people and amazing people that I've learned a lot from in a short amount of time that I've been around them, that I learned so much from. Their perspective on life by itself is just like, it's refreshing. It's like, it's like a little kid who hasn't done anything yet. Like, he's waiting to go out in the world and make mistakes and try stuff and just chase his dreams. Like, that's refreshing, instead of people who talk about how, oh, this is hard, it's not easy to get a job, it's not easy to do this. They just make an excuse. Bro, I don't want to hear that. Tell me about how you plan to build a business from scratch. Tell me how you want to go to school even though you know nothing about what you want to learn today. Tell me about how you want to go through the process of learning whatever it is that you want to study. Talk about stuff like that. It's all mindset, honestly. And at the point where I'm at today, I know it's all mindset, so I can't allow myself to drop or take from my mindset. I can only add and add to the foundation and make it stronger. If I take from it, then everything's gonna break. And this is exactly what my dad was talking to me about using your younger years to build foundation, whether that's money, knowledge, a skill set, or whatever it is, friends, like clients, whatever it may be. Add. Like, don't take away from yourself, only add. Like, I'm starting to meet people who like doing things that I never see myself doing, but like their mindset on that thing is so like, it's so like refreshing that I wouldn't mind trying it. Even though I know I'll probably fail and be bad at it, I would try it still, just cause like I see that your journey, it didn't break you. Your journey taught you to learn and get better every single time, and to practice and practice and practice and practice and keep going over and over. You know what I'm saying? It took you years to get where you were. You didn't just wake up tomorrow and said you wanted to do this and you got there. No, it took you a long time to figure things out. And that's what I respect about a lot of people. Like, a lot of people who don't even like what I like, or don't care about the things I like or care about, because whatever they choose to do, like, they genuinely do it. Like, I'm taking music class right now, and the musicians that my peers and stuff, I had a conversation with this girl. She's told me that she doesn't even, like, she dropped out of band and stuff like that. She doesn't really have that connection with band like how she used to and stuff like that, so she dropped out. And I was like, I mean, to me, you're a prodigy. I'm the rookie. I'm starting from the bottom. I don't know nothing about this at all. So whatever I take, I absorb immediately, and I try to, learn something from it, get some kind of piece of information from it, or something. Try to shape my own perspective from the information I'm given. And she was just telling me about how, like, all of her friends are band kids, and she doesn't know how, like, if she, like, attracts band kids or they're attracted to her, but all of her friends are band kids. And I was like, man, that's interesting. Like, I wouldn't mind having band friends, you know what I'm saying? Kids who are in band and stuff like that, who play music. Because I love music, but the music that, I've been listening to, it has, it's not aligning with the person I want to be or anything like that. Like, it's destructive. It's just sound. It's like, it's just noise. It's not real music. You know what I'm saying? Music is something like you can truly feel, and something that you could really, like, connect with. The music I've been listening to, it's just been straight noise, just straight people yapping. Like, so like this music class has really changed my perspective on music. That's why I started getting back into Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I started getting back into Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? I've been getting into that. And when I was younger, I loved jazz. That's just something that was always with me no matter what. Jazz music is just amazing. It's beautiful to me. And in 6th grade, I played the saxophone. I wasn't good at it at all, but it was an experience I had. I played the saxophone, and now that I'm older and I be in church a lot more, musically, I would love to learn how to play the piano and maybe the drums. The drums is pretty fun, but the piano for sure. I would want to learn how to play the trumpet or the saxophone. But this is just different things that, like, you can get interested in throughout the people you meet through your life. Like, it's stuff that you never really thought that was you, but if you try it, you tend to enjoy it. And like, you create new peace, newfound peace with this new hobby or whatever it is, like, this new practice that you're working on, this new discipline, And I also realized that working out is probably the only thing that could keep me disciplined, honestly. Like, no matter how much I journal, no matter how much I tell people, like, how locked in I want to be, or I try to like get someone to lock in with me, that never works, honestly. But working out is the only thing that could, like, really hold me accountable to me, besides literal trauma. But the trauma, I never allow it to get to me, honestly. Like, I have to understand that this is reality, and it's not gonna be like this forever. So in the meantime, work on myself so I could, when I do get to that age to really hold stuff down, that I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that responsibility. I won't falter. I won't fail. I won't, misuse money. I won't go into crazy bad habits just cause I have money. They say, like, if you have bad habits and you get money, like, your bad habits only gonna get worse. So that's why I try to, like, that's why I'm so hard on myself now, because I know, like, it's a lot of money that I'm gonna make, but I will never allow myself to, like, misuse that money, because I know how important it is to not just me, but my family, my bloodline, to have something, and to own something, not just to have, but to own. In this world, people are owning less and less. Like, nobody really owns anything. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, to me, knowing that I came from literally nothing, like, I'd be a fool to not go out there, make some good money, and to own whatever it is that I live in. The way, however I make my money, my business, I have to make sure I own that. Whatever job I have, I have to make sure that that the money is, like, it's not, that the money is always recurring. It's not just based on, like, it's not temporary. It's always gonna be there, and I always have that guarantee. But I've been cooling, I just been chilling at campus. My birthday is tomorrow. I turn 19. I work on my birthday. That's crazy, but it is what it is. We put in this work. Greater things are coming. Keep your head high. Always tell yourself that you love yourself, and that you tell somebody else that you love them too. Always, something else that I learned is to only deal with high quality individuals. Like, when I start to allow myself to go back to messing with my friends and stuff like that, hanging out and just chilling too much, I see I can see the difference between a high quality person and a low quality person. Why? Because just based off the things that they care about and the things that they do, the things that they allow themselves to get into. Like, a high quality person will never allow drugs to run their whole system. No, bro, you gotta have control, bro. Self-control is so important. And to not just drugs, but your hobbies and stuff like that. You genuinely dedicate time, this amount of time every single time, to this activity, and you try to get better and better, and you don't allow nobody to interrupt that time. You know what I'm saying? That time is sacred. You know what I'm saying? This is what's finna get you out, or this is what's finna build you. You don't never negotiate that time that you put away to work on yourself. That's not negotiable. Low quality people, they will miss that. For one, they don't work on themselves. That's just a fact. They live every day in the moment. They don't plan for the future or nothing. But high quality people, they tend to I don't even know, cause I'm still learning myself and I'm still learning people. I feel like they understand what has to be done, so they sacrifice that time in the future to make sure that they're prepared for whatever is to come. You know what I'm saying? A low quality person, they don't even think about stuff like that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when we say don't let your time slip you by or pass you by, or stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready, that's basically what that means. Not giving up your time for temporary pleasure or just fun. You know what I'm saying? Fun, you can always have fun, but you can't always dedicate yourself to at least 2 hours of concentrated work. That's very, very important. And that's really the difference between a low quality person and a high quality person. They sacrifice their time. Low quality people think they have all the time in the world to do anything and everything. High quality people know that they don't have too much time, so they do it now, today, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They do it, they get it done. You know what I'm saying? Because they're preparing themselves for what's to come. And that's so much respect. That's a respectable person, bro. And I'm going to love all my friends. But I can't take you serious if you don't even care about yourself enough to, really sit down and look at the direction your life is headed in, And I be talking about all the ambitious stuff I be talking about, and I guess that just go out their ear, you know what I'm saying? Is that not something that, people say they want to get rich or whatever they say, but, your actions is what matters. Words are nothing, and that's something I also learned. Your tongue has a lot of power, but only we can give our tongue that power. You have to genuinely believe something. That's why Jackie Chan said, well, not Jackie Chan, but Bruce Lee said, speak only positive things about yourself. Why? Because words hold power, Your tongue is extremely powerful. Don't say nothing negative about yourself, because you're genuinely going to believe that. And yeah, but just put the actions over our voices, because I have this one saying written on my whiteboard in my room that says, I'm gonna tell you after I say it where it's from. It says, watch your tongue because it dictates your actions. Watch your actions because it dictates your character. Watch your character because it dictates your destiny. And that is from Samurai Jack. And you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, now looking back at Samurai Jack, it's like he was always fighting himself. Like, he wasn't really fighting the outside. Like, he knew that he had enemies and stuff like that, and he had to survive and stuff like that, but the battle was against the outside opponents, but the war was always inside his head. Like, he was literally fighting his inner self, and, you know, having battles and mental battles and stuff like that with himself. Like, that's maturing. Like, that's growing up. Like, you can see that. Like, that's crazy. And that's just how I've been feeling lately. Like, it's not no competition against anybody but myself. You know, like, it's a marathon, not a race. So why not set myself up the best I can to win the marathon? You know, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, start investing, create a portfolio, get a job, learn credit, establish credit. You know, let's start a business. You know, learn about business, not just, you know, how much you want to make, but like the economic side of it, like supply and demand and stuff like that. Like, you know, learn, bro. Like, that's what I be trying to get them to do. Like, just learn something, bro. Like, that'll make me so excited for them. Like, bro, just learn something. Cause why? Cause it's something you could have forever, bro. Like, knowledge will ever be king, bro. Knowledge will forever be power. They don't get that. They truly don't. And it's fun. Just like, you know, when you get away and like you reflect on yourself and like how you've been living for the couple past years, and you see that you're actually making progress, even though it's not crazy progress, but it's just a little progress. You know, it's good to, you know, it's refreshing to, you know that you've been making progress. And, you know, that's what been keeping me going. Not really that, but like, just that's what like I start to love myself again. Like, you know, you get to get back in that mode, you know what I'm saying? Like, that mode that you ain't been in a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? You've been locked in for so long, like, you forget how you used to act and stuff like that, how you used to be with yourself. Like, I'm just now getting back within myself. Like, I'm really just getting back to how I used to love myself, how I used to treat myself. Like, I used to really, you know, like, I used to literally automatically, as soon as I get home, just start studying. Like, not even like educational, like not even school based, but just to educate myself. I used to do it, you know what I'm saying? Just keep time to myself just to educate myself about the world. And learn about credit and stuff, learn about the economy, learn about, you know, entrepreneurship, learn about trading, learn about psychology, philosophy. Now I'm getting into anatomy and like physiology and philosophy. Like, I always love philosophy. Psychology, I want to study psychology. You know, like, I always wanted to do all of these things, but, you know, it takes genuine action to even come close to, like, you know, saying, oh yeah, I did this, I know about this, you know what I'm saying? I could teach someone about something like this, you know. It takes years of action to even begin to speak on these things, you know. Like, I learned a lot throughout my life, but I'm still not at the point where I could teach anybody anything, really. Like, I could start you off, but I can't really teach it. Like, that's another thing that I learned, that as a man, like, or not even just as a man, but as a human, I'm gonna be a student for the rest of my life. Like, you know, like I'm a lifelong student. That's something I learned from, I'm not sure who. It might have been Hamza, but look at life as like just, you know, you're a lifelong student, and like the moment he said, the moment you stop learning is the moment you fall behind. So that ever since then, I just been looking at knowledge completely differently. Like this is something I genuinely value over a lot of other stuff. Like my education is extremely important, not just to me, but my children, my family. Why? Because my family is gonna be structured. I want my family to have immense structure. That's something my family did not have when I was growing up. It's structure. Today my family don't really have too much structure. So as a young black man, this is something that this is insanely necessary for me to do. You know, like truly learn how to lead as a young man, how to become a leader, not a follower, how to, you know, start and build generational habits and not curses. You know, like take away drugs from my forever, like never get back into that ever, bro. Like it's cool to, like, you know, do it, but like if you just it's gonna take over your life, right? You're not gonna be the same person. Like the people that you love, they look at you different when you're on drugs. Like they're genuinely concerned for your health, but you don't see it because, you know, you just want to be in your little world or whatever. But like they're genuinely concerned. So, you know, take care of yourself, take care of your body, your mind. You know, get outside, get some sunlight, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all need to get outside, bro. It's lovely out here. Like, even though it's gonna be triple degree weather all week, and it already has been triple weather like yesterday or the day before that, I still got a hoodie on, but, you know, I'm gonna still be outside regardless. You know, you see the trees, get around some trees, bro. Get around nature, look at the birds. You know what I'm saying? Look at he got something in his mouth. Oh, he just threw something at his mouth and caught it, right? What? Bro, that is crazy. Get outside in the nature, man. Just, cause this is love. This is what love look like right here, bro. This is, you know, get outside in nature, bro. And you'll find harmony, bro. You'll find peace, bro. You know, it's your boy Pete. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Stay tuned. Peace.